But original. Oh.
What is it you pray for?
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the 59th episode of Abyssal Musings. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and with me tonight we have Nomi, who's back with us.
Just for tonight.
And Ryan.
Wait, hold on. Just for tonight?
Well,
she's busy.
I got a life, Ryan.
Well, stop having one.
That's,
YouTuber?
It's not how that works.
YouTuber?
I do it for the monies. I got stuff to do. I got places to be. I got someone to spoil.
It's gotta earn those dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys in the chat, you may have noticed that Larry is not with us tonight. He is off doing bigger and better things, getting shit sorted for his personal life, and we wish him all the best. He will be back next week, if not sooner. He may even pop in at some point tonight, but for right now, he is in the middle of stuff in real life. So,
yes, hail to the black man.
Well, this is his show too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not black.
Being black has anything to do with it.
Confirm, Ryan.
Well, I thought. Well, hold on. I've been told so wrong. I thought black had everything to do with everything.
Yeah, you've been told wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently not so, because Beyonce dyed her skin white so she can be like the very thing that she hates.
I don't care. She's a bint.
Yeah.
I kid, by the way. I kid.
Dial it back, Ryan. Goddamn.
Just because Larry isn't here doesn't mean you get the cards given to you.
I don't know. I'll ask Larry.
What is real life? What's that? I wouldn't know personally, but Larry apparently has one.
Either.
So
I do. It makes me tired all the time. Sorry.
I have a day job, and that's pretty much that, and living online. That's my whole existence. It's sad and it's pathetic, but it is what it is.
Nomi doesn't have a personal life. She just takes photos in random places with an overlaid background. She's no better than the rest of us.
Because I want you to watch the video to see where I'm at, dick.
Wow. Okay, so on that note, speaking of videos, both myself and Amira got shouted out by what's his name, Ryan Roger Thay?
Yeah, he's super cool. I like him.
He's a good dude. Good dude.
Yeah, he featured Amira and myself in individual Rising Stars videos this last week.
He did,
which was pretty cool.
He did one for me a few months ago. He's so sweet. He was very honest. So Ryan's a good guy. Love him.
Yeah, no, it was unexpected.
Very much,
but if you're listening, sir, out there, thank you for the shout out. That was very cool, much appreciated. And I think I speak for Amira when I say that she appreciated it as well. Normally she gets hate videos, so this was a pleasant surprise. So, but yeah, no, so we can possibly continue some of the discussion that was going on Royal Rumble if you guys would like. It's kind of up to you,
dude. I don't want to talk about Nomi's dating life anymore.
Yeah,
it's a joke. It's a joke.
No, I'm like, it's private, and I don't. Yeah,
it's a joke.
I know.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Ryan. That was really nice, and we're going to continue on with the show now.
Good. Now oh man, wait, hold on. I am a host on this show. Why is Ryan on top?
Because I was here first, woman.
Just because you were here first doesn't mean you get the right to be on top.
Oh boy! All right.
Okay, let's go. Anyway,
let's say hello to the chat.
I'm not. I'm just not.
Let's say hello to the chat. First, I see Corey Cochran. Hey, hi all. How you doing, man? Kohai with her weekly Den Mother advice. Yep, that second part, I absolutely agree with that. It's not illegal to call a child an asshole. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I see Shadow in the chat as well. I'm not gonna play the backwards
Oh, hi. Long time no see.
game. Yep.
Hey, Shadow. Well, I was reading it backwards, but okay. That's one of my skills, by the way. So I can read.
Oh, I can read it too. I just wasn't gonna.
Mhm.
So, we've got Richard L in the chat with us today as well. Good to see you, my man. I see Zillage. Awesome sauce. Always a pleasure. We'll actually have to get Zillage up on one of our shows at some point. Clifton 3D. How's it going?
Hi, Clifton.
All right. So, I caught a little bit of Royal Rumble tonight, and you guys were discussing the new Fury Road spinoff Furiosa,
Yeah.
and the trailer for that. But I did not actually catch anybody's thoughts on that, but Shadows. So I am curious as to what you guys think.
Shadow has thoughts. That's a joke because Shadow always has thoughts.
Welcome to the mean stream, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's just going to be a dick tonight.
Why not? I like the jokes. I like to do. The reason why I'm a little mellowed out is just like, and one of the main reasons why I'm not here on Fridays anymore is because your girl is tired. Your girl finally had a night where she's not scheduled to work at a bar and do Coyote Ugly dances. I am finally taking a break tonight. I was not scheduled, so I'm happy to hang out with y'all.
I mean,
right.
if
What?
we pay, can we get the Coyote Ugly dances?
Well, Shadow dropped my Cash App links, so
He did. And by the way, kid, don't make me take your wrench.
That's
I
a
just
good
say
point.
that because she uses that to do horrible things to my
no,
ears.
I haven't even mentioned anything about ASMR. Why are you threatening to take away his wrench? He's just dropping it to be a good friend.
Yeah, no, he's actually a pretty decent mod too. So I wouldn't be doing that anyway. But
And that's
I
called
might,
gaslighting.
Yeah.
How is that gaslighting, Ryan? Yeah, because you don't have an answer. I called you out, and you can't even give me a response. Wow.
And that's gaslighting. You just said again.
How I asked you, and you just like that's gaslighting. That's a perfect example of gaslighting.
So it's a good thing I didn't prepare any topics.
You
This will
just,
be the
like,
show,
banter-
folks.
you
I'm
just
just
banter
I'm
each
just gonna
other.
take a back seat and let these two like rip into each other.
Dude, he really is. He's been a dick to me all night. I'm like,
I haven't been a dick. Wait,
I was just
hold on.
Hold on. What?
Hold on.
What are you gonna explain to me, Ryan?
How have I been a dick to you tonight?
Because I came in and I came into your show, and then you're like, "Hey, she's here." I was like, "Yeah," and then you made like little backhand comments. I was like, "All right, cool. We're gonna start the night like this, yay!" And here we are getting to the second show, not even your show, and it just never ends. But yeah, by the way, guys, I haven't seen anything come in for Coyote Ugly dances on my Cash App or my Venmo. Just throwing it out there.
Have some dignity, woman.
Or ASMR. If you want to see me annoy Sam, just toss a coin to that Nomi jar, and I'll get the chips. I'll get the chips. I actually just bought a big bag of chips because I have a big family reunion tomorrow, full of beans and rice.
Yeah. All right. So, but no, I am getting back to the topic. I am genuinely interested in what you guys had to say about that trailer because I did miss that part.
Oh God!
Do you want to play it, Samuel? Because
no, I do not.
Okay. Well, it goes into it. It's just a scene. It's a very bad CGI scene of like all the little roadsters just going at it. And then like the little dialogue saying of like a Furiosa was captured away. And now she's going to fight till her death until she gets home. And then they finally show people. And then there's a guy kind of muscular. And then I said, "Who's that?" Ryan stops. He's like, "That's Chris Hemsworth." Like, "No, it's not." And then he's like, "Yeah, it has a prosthetic nose." And I looked it up, and it really is Chris Hemsworth. And that prosthetic makeup worked because it fooled me. But there was one scene where it was just like side to side like this. and you can see Chris Hemsworth like on his facial side. So yeah. Yeah. So, but as far as we were talking about the movie, like CGI, what was the budget again? $180 million, Ryan.
I don't remember. No, that was Fury Road.
Oh,
It was 151 million to 184 million for Fury Road. Yeah, and that's where we had a disagreement. The fact that it's the rule of three. So the reason I say it's the rule of three, yes, some people disagree with that. It's just a generalized rule, right? The rule of three is something that the studio, the production budget, the theaters. So, the thing is that Fury Road. I'm sorry, not Fury Road. Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Furiosa looked horrible because Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't care how good of an actress she is. She just, it's like, oh my God, she's the she's the answer to all of it. Yet again, it's just one of those things that Hollywood is, she's the key to everything, and it's like, all right, great, that's fun, nobody cares.
Well, I'm gonna put this out there, like, because I understand that sentiment that like, oh well, that because this actor or actress is in something, then it's going to be great, and that's not the case, and it's not always entirely up to the actor. It doesn't matter how well they perform, like for years we've been hearing people talk about how we should put Henry Cavill in anything. I don't think that he's suited to everything. She's just kind of the flavor of the month, and she's very, very, very good. But that doesn't mean that every movie she's going to be in is going to be gold. I mean, she was in New Mutants. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
And she was fine in that, but it was not a good movie.
It was terrible movie.
And just for the record, Rachel Zegler was the new flavor of the week. Of course, she tasted like black licorice, so everybody was like going, "Oh my God, what in the hell?" from day one. But it's another Hollywood actress that they're like, you must love because oh look, she's paired with Chris Hemsworth. You love Chris Hemsworth, right? And it's like, yeah. Well, you should love her too in this movie. And it's like, okay, well, I might have liked her as an actress, but now I don't, because you're forcing her on me. Chris Hemsworth will always be Thor. Always.
And Captain Kirk in the new Star Trek movies.
Well, he was
not Kirk's
father.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I made a mistake. Get off my case. Gosh.
Dude, I'm joking.
I know.
All right. So yeah, but yeah, that's a fair point. And the reason that I bring up Henry Cavill is because after Man of Steel and then Justice League and then all that stuff and then Snyder Cut and then what happened where he basically got sidelined and then until they could find a good reason to push him out the door over at WB. And I get that he was done wrong business-wise. But again, I think he's an all right actor, but he's been in a lot of stuff outside of those things. And those are what people know him for, that and The Witcher. But he's been in other stuff and he's not always great.
Mm-hmm.
You guys probably don't know this, but he was in a movie called Hellraiser Hellworld.
Did not know that.
Yeah. It's
Only
one of his
you would know
earlier.
that.
So the only reason I know that is because I'm a Hellraiser fan.
I know.
And it's not a good movie. It's essentially Pumpkinhead, but digital. Same plot. In fact, Lance Henriksen is in it, basically playing the same role he did in Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another obscure demon-oriented horror movie for those of you who don't know. But yeah, he was in that. He plays one of a group of kids who gets slaughtered for revenge. And yeah, he wasn't that great in it. He was in Starlight, which is based on a Neil Gaiman story, which is actually not terrible, and he wasn't bad in it, but he plays the the antagonist and the opposing love interest for the reason that our hero, who later went on to play Daredevil on Netflix, Charlie Cox, goes on his epic adventure. And, but you'd hardly recognize him because he's got a mustache and a blonde updo. So, and he was good in that, but not a lot of people recognize him in it, and not a lot of people recognize him for his work in it. And so it's just one of those things. It's like, you can't just latch on to an actor because they're your very favorite actor and say that they're going to be the best thing for any project coming up, and people are saying, oh, well, Anya Taylor-Joy's in it, so it's got to be good because she's really good. And that's not necessarily the case. And even if her performance is fantastic, which I have no doubt that she'll put in her best work, she's a hard-working actress. That's not entirely up to her. There's also direction, there's editing,
Writing.
There are a handful of other factors that would, alter things, and look at what happened to Hayden Christensen in the prequels, right? Like, I've seen other stuff with him in it later on. The guy can act. He was told not to
I can see
by
that.
George Lucas, and he got a lot of shit for that. And so there are circumstances outside of their control. So plugging any given person in isn't going to make things magically awesome. But I don't know. I watched the trailer and I didn't see anything outstandingly wrong with it. It did seem a little bit girl bossy to me, but there's very little that doesn't. So I'm kind of getting numb to that. And, and I can kind of get on board with it. The character was okay in Fury Road as far as I'm concerned. That movie's kind of bland, as Mad Max movies go.
I had no desire to see it.
Yeah. Well, all of the lore involves Furiosa and a bunch of runaway harem girls. Right? Mad Max is in it, but it's not about him.
Yeah.
At all. Like, he spends almost the entire time tied up to the front of somebody else's car, and then when he gets free, he's still got this thing muzzling him, and he barely says 5 words in the whole movie.
I think Ryan or JV said that on Royal Rumble. That it was JV that said it. Like, he only has like 5 words, and most of them was like him like grunting.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing that came out of that movie was that GIF where it's him pointing up and he goes, "That's bait."
That's bait.
Yeah, and that's it. That's probably the most memorable thing out of the movie, aside from the villain, Immortan Joe, who I thought was fantastic, who was played incidentally by the same actor who played Toe Cutter in the very first Mad Max movie. For those of you who did not know that.
Okay, did not know that.
Yeah, which I thought was neat that he was bringing him back. But I don't know. I kind of forgot this movie was coming out. I had heard, like everybody did way back, that it was when Furiosa came out. There was George Miller had talked about wanting to do a movie about her and all that stuff, and did. What? Okay. And I was just like, okay, so they're going to talk about doing that. And who knows if that'll ever get off the ground. Well, as it turns out, it did. So we will see how that turns out. I'm not particularly excited about it. Like I said, the trailer looked all right. It was intriguing enough, but just because they can edit a trailer together doesn't mean the movie's going to be any good.
They can do smoke and mirrors, but doesn't mean it's good. I've been fooled before, and I will not fall for it again.
Hi, Clue. And yes, Ryan, stop humping Rexy and give your opinion, bro.
I've given my opinion.
Yeah. So
the movie
I don't know if
like
I'm
shit, right? It's another classic bait and switch. Nobody cared about
That's bait.
I don't know that I think that it's bait and switch. I think that it's telling you exactly what it is.
Whatever, dude. I'm so sick of this crap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was just like, well, I was just making the joke of like Tom Hardy's like, that's bait.
It's a joke when you do it, right? Is that where we're?
Well, I was just going along with you. I was just taking whatever you throw out. I'm playing along. But I was just kind of curious of if everything's okay. Like, because you've been going in and out. I was just like, I hear some stuff in the background. I wonder if the kitty. Yeah, by the way, how are your kitties? The cats that you have?
My microphone was muted the whole entire time.
Yeah, we didn't hear a word from you.
Yeah.
That's where it was just like, what the hell?
I mean, look, I'm not. It's like what do you want me to say? I've already discussed this movie. It looks like a pile
No,
of
fair
shit.
enough. Fair enough. It just I had not discussed it with you. That's the only reason I brought it up. We
And
can
no,
move past it.
me, because quite frankly, the fact that I've already actually discussed, trying to rib people on the last stream, and you're like going, "Oh, well, it was kind of funny, but it wasn't." But I mean, we're either joking on stream or we're not. I don't know. Like, if you want to have an honest conversation, I'll be serious, and we can have an honest conversation, or we can joke around, and we can joke around because, quite frankly, my literal hashtag is dirty Rex fucker. So I'm the one who gets memed the most out of everybody. So I mean, we can have a conversation, or we don't.
Yeah, I mean, we can do a joke because I'll be honest, I don't know where Dirty Rex Fucker came from because I wasn't around when this was birthed.
Okay, well, that's the point. It's a joke.
Well, I understand it's a joke. Can you explain why, like, how it came up? Because, like, why do you even have that as your avatar?
Okay, well, that's not the part of the joke. It's that I can take a joke, but when for some reason recently, like, I don't know why this is an issue of people joking around. Like, why are we taking things seriously? I don't get it. I'm not taking things seriously until people are like going, well, you're right. Well, like, what are you doing? Like,
well, I was joking with you too, and you're like, well, we don't ever see where she's going. It's just only a thumbnail of like herself. I was like,
no,
well, yeah,
you were
like,
joking about something else, and you know that, and it was a joke.
where I said, like, yeah, because it gets the people to watch the videos to see where I'm at.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like
It
I
was
missed
a
something.
joke about your YouTube channel, dude. Your personal life, I don't care about. I don't care. It's a joke about your YouTube channel, and you got grumpy.
I wasn't grumpy. I was joking back with you. I've always been sarcastic with you.
Yeah, I feel like I missed something.
You'll know if I'm like upset about something, but like never have I ever been like you're being too much of you're being me, Ryan. Like yeah. I've always you and I have the same sarcastic vibe, and whatever you throw, I like to mirror it back to you.
Did I miss something?
I feel like there was maybe a misunderstanding.
Yeah, let's
Plain and simple.
yeah. I mean, maybe I am missing something. I like the joke that you made earlier about what you got cooking, and then I like, oh yeah, like I made this for dinner, and I still don't know what joke I missed because you and JP were laughing.
Is that a Rock reference? Like, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? That reference?
Yeah. Shit, what the fuck? Was that on the stream earlier or this one?
Yeah, that was
That was on
that
the
was Royal
previous stream.
Rumble. That was Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think there was just a bit of a misunderstanding.
All
But
right.
I might have something that will get everybody laughing again.
Hold on.
Figure
Hold
out
on
how to
real
bring it
quick.
up.
Hold on. I do. I want to if it was a
Toss a
misunderstanding,
coin,
God damn it.
do you know me? Orion, a plan.
Oh, hold up, hold on, Larry. We'll give you the Larry. Give us a second. We'll be with you in a
Toss
second.
a
Okay,
coin,
put a pin on it right now. Ryan was gonna tell me about his undying love for me, and I'm about to die.
Hold on. Yes, I wanted to say my undying love for Nomi. No, if it was my misunderstanding, then that sucks. I do apologize. So it just the last stream kind of like fell apart, and it sucks. And you know, I love all you guys on this stream and the last stream. We're all friends, and it just sorry, I thought things got carried away.
Yeah, no worries. I think it's just been that kind of night. But like I said, I do have something that will make everybody here laugh, except possibly Shadow. This comes to us from Super Suka, who has graciously found some archived footage where we have proof that Shadow speaks Kami.
Oh Lord,
It's from a recent
that's never a good
recent
thing.
deal
When
of his.
Super has time on his hands.
Yeah, from a recent review of his, I believe it was of The Witch. Speaking of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Из всех, я Тень Ястреба, и добро пожаловать обратно на мой канал. Сегодня я буду говорить о ведьме Роберта Эггерса, в которой снялась Аня Тейлор-Джой. Я думаю, что это так, но это особое произношение ее имени. Я знаю, что имен много, которые похожи, но произносятся странно. Мне не нравится английский. Это странный язык, это более бит. Это в любом случае говорят варвары. Из всех, я Тень Ястреба, и добро пожаловать обратно на мой канал. Сегодня я буду говорить о ведьме Роберта Эггерса, в которой снялась Аня Тейлор-Джой. Я думаю, что это так, но это особое произношение ее имени. Я знаю, что имен много, которые похожи, но произносятся странно. Мне не нравится английский. Это странный язык, это более бит. Это в любом случае говорят варвары. Из всех, я Тень Ястреба, и добро пожаловать обратно на мой канал. Сегодня я буду говорить о ведьме Роберта Эггерса, в которой снялась Аня Тейлор-Джой. Я думаю, что это так, но это особое произношение ее имени.
It just goes on like that for a while. As far as I know, that's all translated like directly from his actual video. So he's not saying anything out of pocket. He's actually reviewing this movie. It just got turned into Russian with AI.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought like he was speaking in tongues.
No. That's very much Russian. I just thought it was funny as hell. I saw it this morning, and I might have peed a little.
I saw it floating around, but I
It's pretty
haven't
good.
gotten around to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no,
Larry.
that's
didn't-
pretty
oh,
much the extent of it.
Yeah. Sorry, Larry.
So-
Didn't mean to like cut you off when you were singing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, happy that you're here.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Glad you made it. Man,
I've been watching since before you came on. I've
Yeah,
been here the
yeah,
whole
well,
time. Or did you not see the photo? I sent all three of you.
No, man, I haven't been paying attention to my phone.
I sent a photo of all. I sent you all a photo of me watching you on my laptop.
Oh, look, a photo from Larry. I got it.
Yeah.
I like
Hope
it.
everything's going well.
Yeah. My plane got struck by lightning last night. That was fun.
Oh,
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yep.
It's been
was
it's been a
actually
weird time for things of that nature. I'm glad you're all right. Planes do get struck by lightning relatively frequently, and they are kind of
Yeah, they do.
set up for that because it is a risk. But it's always exciting when it happens to your plane, isn't it?
Oh yeah, especially when it started flying sideways. That was great.
Yeah.
But you made it through.
Yeah, I did.
So glad to hear that. I almost got killed by some planes today myself.
What paper planes? Kids were throwing paper planes at you.
No,
It was that Polka 911.
I was trying to get across some tracks before a train, and the train was carrying 4 fuselages.
Oh,
So no actual airplanes. It's just
Did you
not,
get hit?
flying ones.
did you
No,
get
these
hit?
were big. These were I think they were 727s.
Oh, woo.
those
Yeah.
are big boys.
So yeah, that was exciting. And all that, but
So
but yeah, glad you made it to the show, man.
What did I miss? Because it sounded like Ryan was having a moment. Well, what the hell
It was
happened?
I think it was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's
So,
a misunderstanding. But we all, I mean, I didn't do it, but like we're just giving high fives and moving forward. And someone's
Yep.
drinking water.
It's ASMR.
Oh, you're taking a whack at it.
He's taking
you're
a
not even
whack.
getting paid, man.
Taking a whack with it. He's not even he's doing it for free.
That was just a bit of sound from Larry.
Jink, jink, jink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a it's been an eventful week, and it's definitely been an eventful 24 hours. But I would say my flight, I I knew something was off because it was late, and then the pilot was pissed. We were sitting in, we finally got on the plane, and he gets on the speaker, and he's like, "Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'd like to apologize for the delay. Just to be honest, the plane was completely trashed, and the cleaning crew, well, they're contracted, so I guess that means that cleaning wasn't exactly on their list of priorities, especially with the plane being in the way that it was, and they decided they weren't going to clean the plane, and I decided that they were. So I'm not throwing them under the bus. Just wanted to say I'm sorry, and we'll be underway in a few minutes." I mean, this guy was pissed. He threw everybody under the bus. He's like, "Yeah." They apparently cleaning isn't a priority of theirs, and we were 30 minutes late.
Were you flying Spirit Airlines?
No, I was flying United.
I expect that from American, but not United.
Yeah, not United. But yeah, I was just sitting there. I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a trip." But yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm actually looking. I was actually just got through looking at a news report before you guys came on. Some guy in Vietnam has been suffering really bad headaches, and the doctors pulled him aside and they asked him had he done anything recently, and he said he had got drunk in a bar, was in a bar fight, and they told him, so well, that explains it. Somebody had shoved chopsticks up his nose in his brain. He had chopsticks in his brain.
I feel like you would be able to feel that.
Right.
Because if I'm very sensitive in my nose, so if I feel something like even just like a crusty booger, I am uncomfortable all day.
I mean, I read a book where a kid did that once, but the kid died.
A kid died?
Yeah, in the book that I read, that the chopsticks up the nose. Committed suicide or Minecrafted himself. Sorry, YouTube. Put a pair of chopsticks up their nose because they were upset about not getting good grades or some shit, and threw himself off a ladder with their hands behind their back.
What book are you reading, dude?
This was in a book called Children of the Mind by Orson Scott Card.
That's actually very very common in I know it's I don't know if it is now, but I know for a time that was common in South Korea. If those kids, if they got anything but an A, yeah, you had to watch those rooftops.
Yeah. Well, this took place on another planet that was colonized mostly with Chinese colonists, and so they carried their culture with them. And yeah, it was pretty much how that went. It was pretty sad. It was pretty depressing. It wasn't what the book was about, but it was a kind of the catalyst for the story. You guys have heard of Ender's Game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when Ender grows up, he becomes what's called a speaker for the dead, which means he travels around to different planets and colonies and such, because, after the events of Ender's Game, the humanity spreads out among the stars. Basically being a eulogizer for people when they die, but telling their whole story, good and bad. This is actually what I want done when I pass, is to have somebody who's completely unbiased and unconnected come in, dig up everything that can possibly be found, talk to everybody I've ever interacted with, and then they tell your story from beginning to end, leaving nothing out, good and bad. And so he does that for a living, and that's what brings him to this particular world in this book as an adult later on, because there's a whole series of books that comes after Ender's Game involving him as an adult doing this.
Well, your eulogy is gonna suck.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, okay, like just say a few nice things about me, and then we're gonna have a paint party, like water balloons filled with paint, and throw at each other, and everybody's wearing white. That's what I want at my funeral.
I think that honesty, pure honesty, is the better way to honor the dead. I don't particularly care for the lionizing of people. Been to too many funerals for too many people who, everybody said such nice things about, and I knew those people, and they were not nice people.
Is this in the book or in your real life for you?
No, that's real life.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
You know,
I would prefer
I-
that it was all told, good
Okay.
and bad.
I get that. I mean, I definitely do. It's just one of those things that, just because somebody is a vile person doesn't mean that there aren't people that don't care about them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think that I think that a funeral and a eulogy is not for the person who's dead, but those that have lost them, right?
Yeah. But it's my funeral, and I'll
And you'll cry
make
if you
people
want
cry
to.
if I want. Pretty much. Yeah. It's my funeral, and I'll die if I want to. Die if I want to. So, but yeah, no, I like the idea of a speaker, and I know there are people who practice that now. And the idea was spawned from Orson Scott Card's book. In fact, he has been asked several times to do it himself. Because it's there's a purity to it, and honesty to it that you don't usually get at most funeral services, and I appreciate that.
Kohai, come on. That's
Kohai,
been
you're not
around
gonna
for like decades. Come on.
we're gonna freeze you. You're a cryptic,
better
Kohai.
than
We're gonna
this.
freeze you.
I'll be there at the open bar.
Yeah. So, but anyway, long story short, that was kind of a big tangent. I was just saying that book came to mind when you said something about a dude who had chopsticks up his nose and didn't die.
Nomi says I'll be there at the open bar, and she goes.
I can't shake this freaking cough for nothing. I don't know what is going on. Like I've had this cough for like a good month and a half, and I hate it.
People die of pneumonia, right?
I literally have
I'm kidding.
No, I know you're kidding, but like I'm explaining to you, I have a little heater next to me. I've been drinking my hot teas, my garlic lemonades. I've done everything I can, and I still have
I'll text you. You're not doing everything you can.
Yeah, I
What
don't
else
know.
can I do?
Have you
Take
done any
chop
traveling?
up some onion, take out onion powder, and snort it.
What the fuck, Larry?
That's gonna burn.
I'm not saying it's gonna
What the
work.
fuck is wrong with you? Don't listen to fucking
It's
Larry.
nose ASMR. It's nose ASMR.
Fucking black guys.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
love the long silence between that.
My hot teas.
Have you done any traveling lately? Are you sure you didn't pick up Kung Flu Part 2?
I think she has Kung Flu Part 75.
No, it could be honestly. Well, because whatever China's cooking up and sending it over here to get us sick.
Whoa, you can't say China.
I'm trying to
Yes,
think
we
of an
can.
alternative word. Yeah. Frina. I don't know. Yeah. So I did travel recently, but I was low key. I didn't go out much.
She got no.
No, I missed something. Tell me. I missed the first joke.
No.
I missed the first joke. What you and JV said, like, "What's cooking?" And then I was like, "I made this," and you guys died laughing.
Yeah. Do you smell
know
what the
what-
rock's cooking? It's fucking wrestling, woman.
Okay, yeah, I knew.
But the rock is like, really? Are you serious?
I didn't grow up watching WWE.
You
Jesus
what?
Christ.
I didn't grow up watching
You were
WWE.
an abused child.
I
I'm
You're
had
tall enough
sorry.
to be one of the wrestlers.
my parents loved me, okay, or
Yeah, that's not what it was.
they suffocated me with love and kept me away. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then I still have a list of movies that I keep adding on, and Mad Max is one of them.
Question, Nomi. Have you ever seen A Christmas Story?
Here and there, not the full movie in one sitting.
What?
Oh.
Have you seen Die Hard? Get her out of
It's
here.
a movie about
Get her
batteries.
the fuck out of here right now. Kick her. Kick her.
No, I haven't seen Die Hard.
Have you seen Die Soft?
That's the thing, Larry.
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing. And
all right.
for me, not seeing movies, I know that's not a thing.
Hold on. Nomi,
watch Lucha Libre and Luke Cassidy.
hold on. Let's do a watch party of Nomi watching Die Hard for Christmas.
Oh, hey, Nomi
on
can
Twitch.
do. Wait, Nomi can watch holiday movies while doing ASMR, and we'll do a live stream of it.
We won't do it. Shut up, Larry. God damn it.
Gross.
My God.
Yeah, it's not like I asked Nomi to switch it around in the mouth. Nomi, yes.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna.
I suppose let's try this one then. What Christmas movies have you seen?
Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2.
Have you seen Home Alone 3?
Yeah, and that's not like my favorite, but it's okay.
Home Alone 3 had Scarlett Johansson as the sister, by the way.
I was just to say that was baby Scarlett Johansson. What other Christmas movies out there that I might have seen? But what would you consider?
Believe it or not, wasn't Batman Returns centered around Christmas?
Yep.
It was centered around Christmas, but it wasn't detrimental to Christmas, so that's why it's not a Christmas movie.
Well, what about the lady that got thrown off the roof and landed on the tree and the tree lit up?
I think you're confusing two different scenes, man. Selena Kyle gets thrown off a roof, but she lands in a dumpster full of kitty litter.
No. There was a lady. She was like
she wasn't thrown off the roof
or something like that. She was thrown from the roof she
fell
down.
Not thrown from a roof, man. She was the one who was lighting the tree, and all the bats came out, and she fell off the stage.
She fell off the. Was it the stage? No, I thought she fell off the roof.
No, it was the stage, man.
Oh, okay. Well, she did either way.
She didn't fall that far, but she did get killed. Yeah.
So the reason that Die Hard is an actual Christmas movie, right? And Domi is going to join us on a Twitch watch party is because it takes place at Christmas. However, some people are like going, well, I mean, it's not essential to the plot, but it is. So if it wasn't Christmas during the movie, then Die Hard would not actually, the events of Die Hard wouldn't have not actually happened. So that's what makes it a Christmas movie. So if it's like Fred Claus, it's a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas and the events of Christmas are detrimental to the movie. And it's the same thing for Die Hard. You're welcome.
Yeah. Because technically, Lethal Weapon takes place at Christmas time as well, but it's not considered a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
So
okay, I can see that.
Depends. Gremlins is a Christmas movie, but it's also a horror comedy. You know, so it kind of depends. Like you didn't see Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh man.
No.
What woman? Your parents hated you. Yeah. What the hell?
My parents are from Mexico. I did not know any better. Okay.
Good night, Shadow.
Mexicans don't celebrate Christmas?
We do, but just not the American way.
With fun?
So
yeah.
With fun.
So my typical Mexican Christmas is basically going over to my aunt and uncle's house. We slaughter a pig and we drain its blood and we do the fixings on it and we cook it, and that's basically our pig roast for Christmas.
Is there any ASMR content?
Huh.
God damn it, Larry, shut the fuck up.
Oh, I can't do that because it's very gory.
That sounds a lot more like yeah, that sounds a lot more like some of the holidays my people used to celebrate around this
Oh,
time. of
God
year.
damn it. Hold on. Richard Edel says, I got a question. What is wrong with Ryan's audio? He sounds like Big Gay Al in South Park. Am I hearing things? No, you're not hearing things. This is what I sound like on my phone.
He's got a different audio setup, and this one's gayer.
Yeah, and hold on. The funnier thing is that one of my best friends from the military, he used to always call me Big Gay Al.
Oh my gosh.
He did. I wish I had a laugh track or applause for that. Shut up,
Yeah.
woman.
Lou wants to know if wasn't the first Die Hard. Yeah, we just said that, right?
No, Die Hard is
it's-
not a Christmas movie. It's the Christmas movie.
It is not a Christmas movie. It is the Christmas movie. And the reason it is not because it takes place at the time of Christmas, right? The reason it is a fundamental Christmas movie is because had it not been Christmas Eve in Nakatomi Plaza, the whole entire plot of the movie would fall apart.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, you know what? There is a longer edition of it. It's called the Gold Edition. It's hard to find, but it's adds on like another 45 minutes of content, and it does actually go into Christmas, and like after Hans is killed and everything, and they actually do show like 45 minutes of extra footage. But I think because it goes with all the action, it goes down and becomes very tame. And so I think ultimately that's probably why it got cut out. But if any of you guys want to see, like, if you're out and about and you still have a DVD player or something like that, if you want to see the cover of the gold edition, then here it is right here. So you guys can know exactly where to find it. Any AutoZone or anywhere like that, you go ahead and pop
Jesus.
this into your DVD player. You go ahead and play it. You'll get that extra 45 minutes of
Larry,
good,
I hate
hard,
you so much.
solid
I fucking
content.
hate you.
And the best thing about it is you can actually watch the movie in your car, and it's guaranteed to work because it's Die Hard.
Oh man, that's
Good for those long trips.
Larry, I hate you so much. I want to bring back slavery because of this.
I'm sure you do. But the bad thing about it is, Ryan, is that if you did bring back slavery, your wife would likely try to sleep with me while you were out of town making money. So
you are not wrong, sir.
Rexy would be trying to get some
No.
Oh yes,
No.
yes.
Rexy's
No, we're not doing the Rexy thing. We're not doing it.
Well, you're right. I'm not going to do the Rexy thing. I'm into humans. I don't think lizards.
Fuck you, Larry.
You must have you must have watched V the miniseries back in the 80s.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow, that was a deep
go.
cut, but that was
Jesus,
good.
Larry. Larry has the soul of a bridge troll.
It's my bridge, damn it! Right underneath San Francisco.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kohai is for the first time is praying in the chat. You do not have to follow along. We do not force the religion on other people. So Kohai is a cryptic. She's a cryptid and basically like Michael Myers. So just stay clear of her while she's doing this because she might kill you if you don't join her.
Richard, yeah, it was they were alien lizard people with human skin. Yeah. There's a whole thing about them eating rodents, and it's pretty disgusting. Good series, but yeah. So that was out there.
Hey, by the way, I don't know if you guys caught this, but going into Thanksgiving, Lou and I always forget her name, but Lou
Maggie, the
did a
substitute
video,
teacher.
yeah, and they did some great well, they always do great content, but I never got a chance to tell Lou that I actually followed through with my promise, and I told them that I was gonna buy. I told them I was gonna buy my wife a new car, and sure enough, the next day the dealership called her, and she was got a brand. I don't even think the car had a mile on it, and they gave her the color that she wanted, and then they got a truck, and the truck drove all the way to Cleveland, got the car, and brought it back and delivered it to her. So, thanks for the inspiration, Lou and Maggie.
Nice. And yeah, they're doing a project over a joint project where they're doing a finishing school online for young women in this day and age, and I think it's a wonderful thing. So
Yeah, it
go
is.
check them out if you all are interested.
And contrary to what you guys might think, it's a finishing school for women that Lou and Maggie do, but there's a lot of gems in there for men too. There's a lot of things that you guys can pick up on, and so just go there and check it out and be blessed by it, man, because that week it definitely gave me some good inspiration, and and my Thanksgiving was amazing, spending time with my family, and just really, the more things that Maggie brought up and Lou brought up, I saw a lot of those qualities in my wife. A lot of the things that they were saying my wife already does. And I realized, it was, for us, it was just autopilot. So we were just doing these things without even realizing it. But I was able to pinpoint. I was like, oh, she's doing this, and then I'm responding by doing this, and that's how she ended up getting in the car. I got a laptop. She encouraged me to get a laptop, and then my response to that was to go buy her a car. So
Yeah. So I'm still on this Nomi hasn't seen any Christmas movies thing.
yeah, that is what about
Because she's a commie.
It's not a commie.
Well, that's a good question too, though, Ryan. Hey, let me ask you this, Ryan. Do you think, and this is a straight up question, do you
Hey,
think
Wade.
that there are more regular Christmas movies or Christmas horror movies?
Regular Christmas movies.
What about you, Sam?
Repeat the question.
Do you think there are more regular movies centered around Christmas or more horror movies centered around Christmas? And I say this because I profile or heavily pushed Christmas, horror movie that's Christmas themed. There's probably dozens of independent movies that are not getting that kind of attention. Like I've never seen Santa's Sleigh, but I've heard about it. I've never seen Bad Santa, even though Bad Santa is not a horror movie. I've seen Krampus. I think there's more than, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's more than one Krampus movie. So,
Yeah.
and Nomi hasn't seen any of them, unfortunately.
So
There's also a Christmas movie called Black Christmas that had Michelle Trachtenberg in it, and long time ago. So
yeah. So there are. I see where you're going with this, Larry, but I believe that there are more regular Christmas movies than Christmas horror movies, because you got to take into account all of the made-for-television Christmas movies, like on the Lifetime Channel and Hallmark Channel and shit like that. They put out dozens of them a year. I mean, even outside of that, like Miracle on 34th Street has been made 5 different times. The very first one was black and white. Came out in the 1920s.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good
it
too.
was.
Yeah. And I mean, so I think probably if you were to line them up next to each other, there are a lot of Christmas horror movies, but I think there are probably far more regular ones just because people love their Christmas.
So-
Luke Castley says, Nomi, what about the movie Bad Santa?
I've never seen it.
Jesus, good God.
It doesn't even look like a good film to watch.
Woman,
It's a comedy.
you have been abused by your parents.
I know it's a comedy, but it doesn't even look like good comedy.
It's a mean comedy. Yeah, it's a black comedy, but yeah, it was unfortunately Bernie Mac's last film, I think.
Mhm.
Was it?
Mm.
Yeah, he died not long after they went on the press tour for it, I think.
I remember the first time I saw it, the first movie I saw Bernie Mac in, and it was "Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood," and he played the cop that you know it was a parody off of Boys in the Hood, and he played a parody of the black cop that that basically arrests the main characters and takes them to jail, and he was talking about how he hate black people and how he hate his gums. He's like, I hate my gums because they're black.
Wasn't that a Wayans brother movie?
Yeah.
Don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That movie's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. My favorite part. He said he was like, most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. But yeah, go back to the horror movie. So apparently, according to Rotten Tomatoes, there are at least 44 Christmas horror movies out there. So
or more than that.
There's got to be way more than that. Some of these I haven't even heard of. This Anna and the Apocalypse. There's your Gremlins right there.
I've seen Anna and the Apocalypse. It's not good.
What about Better Watch Out?
Nope, didn't see that.
You know what? You would think that Ghostbusters. Well, I guess no. Ghostbusters would be more of a
Ghostbusters. Yeah, I did notice that they had A Nightmare Before Christmas on there. I wouldn't consider that a horror movie at all. I mean, I know it's got Halloween stuff in it, but that's a family film.
That's a Halloween movie.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie. It works for both, but it's not a horror movie.
It's a Holocaust movie.
Yeah.
You gotta find something with Kohai in it.
Did you guys ever see Jack Frost?
Yeah, I did.
with Michael Keaton, where
Michael
he's basically
Keaton.
like
Jack
reincarnated as a
Frost.
snowman. Yeah,
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I saw
that's
one
I'm
horror
getting at,
movie.
Larry. Yeah, I'm getting at that. So before that came out and made that whole thing famous, because everybody's like, "Oh, Jack Frost is such a wonderful, lovely film for the kids and all this stuff." And I was like, and the first time I heard that, I was like, "You're kidding, right?" Because the Jack Frost I know was about a serial killer who gets reincarnated as a snowman and uses snow-related things to murder people.
Yep.
like
Sure did.
It's really.
Are you thinking about that
really
bathtub
bad.
scene? I know you are.
I am thinking about that bathtub scene. A young woman gets, how do I put this politely, violated to death with an enormous icicle.
Wow.
Huh.
Growing as an appendage. You can guess where.
So when I heard people saying, "Oh, Jack Frost is such a wonderful family film," I was like, "Y'all are high." It's like, no, it's not. Terrible movie. It was kind of like that Evil Dead scene with the tree, but yeah, it was really horrendous. I've seen Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Here's Ryan's Black Christmas movie.
Yeah. Yep.
It cuts deep, damn it. While she was out. Yeah, I've never. Oh, there's a second one. Okay.
So these are
There's your
actual
Jack Frost.
horror-based Christmas movies. They're not actual Christmas movies, right?
Well, they're made by people who clearly dislike Christmas.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
I think for the most part, with a few exceptions, like Gremlins, for example, I don't think hates on Christmas at all. I think it tells a story of something fucked up that happened during that time.
So Richard says Ghostbusters came out in summer of '84, same with Gremlins. Um, Also, Die Hard came out as a summer blockbuster. The reason that there are movies that actually are considered Christmas movies is because Christmas is essential to the plot, right? So, I mean, if you wanted to say that, Black Christmas is a Christmas movie, you're probably screwed up. But it's probably essential because it takes.
Technically,
If
you'd be
it's not,
right though.
no, it's a Christmas movie for the same reason that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Because if it was not the Christmas season taking place during the holidays, right? It would not be the same.
Yeah, the whole
So
plot hinges on it being Christmas at that time.
yes, and
Yeah,
that is why it's a Christmas movie.
which is why I would take this moment to pimp out a movie that I have watched again recently. I've watched it a number of times because it's fucking awesome. But if y'all haven't seen it, watch Fat Man with Mel Gibson and Walton Goggins.
Yes.
Fat Man.
It's fantastic. Yeah, essentially a spoiled brat who is a very evil little shit. Like scares little girls with torture so that they'll hand in the blue ribbon that they rightfully won and say they cheated. Kind of evil shit. Anyway, he gets a piece of coal on Christmas, and his response is to take a hit out on Santa Claus. Santa, of course, being played by Mel Gibson. Definitely worth a watch. Great freaking movie. It gets kind of dark, but it's very entertaining and very, very, very good. Just putting that out there. Watch Fat Man. It was really good. Came out a couple years ago.
I'll put it on my list of movies to watch that I'll never get to.
One of these days, knowing we're gonna set up one of these calls, but we won't go live, and we'll just like pick some movies and sit down and watch them.
I was like, guys, I got shit to do. It's not like I can't watch them. It's just like I'd rather put them into something else. My time.
No, fair
But
enough.
I'll watch it if we can schedule a watch party. I'm down.
Yeah, you can do that. You guys, you'll have to become a member in order to watch it along with us.
What?
I have
No.
no idea what that means.
This channel doesn't even have memberships.
Exactly.
First of all, and secondly, even
You don't
if
have
it
a
ever gets to
Patreon?
that point, I'm not doing paywall shit. So, I was like,
Not even a Patreon?
for the no, not even a Patreon. For the record, for now and forever. So it's here for posterity. I am never going to put my content behind a paywall. It will always be available to anybody who wants to see it.
For a fee.
I mean, live your life, live your truth, Samuel.
That's right.
Did you seriously just say that?
Yeah.
My truth?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that.
Live your truth. Hey, do some ASMR, Sam. You do that for free. Make that your free content.
I'm not doing this to make money, so yeah.
Let people pay so they can hear you die like you did last time.
So you can talk about how the world's going to end and how London Bridge is going to come falling down on all of us, and there's no hope. So we might as well just take our clothes off, lay down, and take it.
I'd rather have my clothes on, but okay.
Yeah, that's essentially true, though. So yeah.
Nomi's like clothes on, but feet off.
I got the green light to get back into selling feet pics again. So.
Oh, good God! Green light, really?
Yeah.
Socks
Yes,
too.
I know.
I have socks. Where do I have socks? Look, I have socks right here.
Christmas socks. Nomi selling Christmas socks, people.
You don't need a green light, woman. Just sell the feet pics.
Would anybody be interested in my squirrel socks that I have for sale?
Sam would.
Nope.
I wash them because I usually wash whenever I buy clothes at the store, I always wash them before I
Oh, heck yeah.
wear them because I don't know where they come from and who has tried them on. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I got new socks recently, so I should wear them for a day, and then whoever wants to buy one sock,
Zillage will take them.
this is $50, and if you want both, it's $100.
There you go, Zillage. Go into your life savings and buy the socks.
$250 for
Yeah,
the pair.
$50 so you can walk around with 1 foot cold. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And if you guys throw in an extra 50, you'll get a 30-second clip of Nomi doing potato chip ASMR.
Or you can watch me drink my tea while wearing my socks on my hands. They're not feet.
No, that's not what. Oh, good God, woman.
Zillage, sell your car.
I don't know how we suddenly became the home chef.
Oh, you were fine when we became the Doomsday Crew a few minutes ago.
Yeah, because that's my thing. I'm all about the doom and the gloom.
You're all for it. You were all for it when it was fucking drama.
Oh, I got an update for you guys for the you know how I was
damn it.
doing the choose your own adventure thing with Twine. So my PC has been going haywire, like just doing crazy stuff. Kind of find out it was Twine that was causing the problem. I had to remove it and lost everything.
Oh, bummer.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Twine was trying to load a driver onto my PC that my PC already had, and it was just causing crazy stuff. Like my PC thought that I was pressing the letter P down on my keyboard, and so whenever I would log in, I couldn't, like, nothing would load up on a desktop, and if I clicked on something, the letter P would just start spamming across the search bar. And it turned out, I went back and looked into it, and turned out it was Twine.
What the hell is Twine?
It's a program where you can, like, build stories and stuff.
Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna have to do now is I'll have to write leave it directly on their website, because you can either go onto the website and create stories, or you could download it and just have it private for yourself, which is what I had done. And now I know, I'm like, well, okay, well, I was writing the part 2 of the story that I did with Kohai, lost everything.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can always I'll just have to start a new timeline. That's fine. But Kohai lives on to terrorize everybody every Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Ryan, you might have missed it. A couple months ago, Larry debuted. It's sort of an online choose your own adventure thing that he was building, involving characters from the chat and from the panel.
You were in it. Shadow was in. Shadow got killed
twice.
Wait, what the fuck?
You had to pick a character, and the character I picked turned out to be Shadow, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna role play this bitch, and I decided to play it as I thought he would, and sure enough, within like 3 panels, I was dead.
Yep. He did everything that Shadow would have done, and he died.
Wait, what the fuck?
Kohai skewered him like that Christmas cake.
It's like a game, how it basically
like
builds out a tree. It builds out a tree though, and it's like you get option A, option B, and whichever you choose depends on which storyline that you end up with.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like D&D, but
I want to fucking. We need to do this as a group stream, and 2.
I'll write one.
Soon, so
I'll write one. I mean, I'll write another. I've got it in my head. I'll do another one. It'll probably take me about a week or 2, because regular choose your own adventures, they're pretty linear. Like, you might get a choice here, or you get a choice there. and the first one I did had like 8 different endings, but the second one, the sequel to that, by the time that I figured out that it was Twine causing the problem, I had like 15 different endings, and I wasn't even done. I was nowhere near finished.
Well, let's do it on the 22nd as a group stream. It'll be a kind of a holiday Christmas thing, and Larry can try to kill us all.
I don't know. Nomi has superpowers in it, so it's so does Sam now. So
Her feet don't count. Super
Nomi's
stink doesn't count.
Nomi's a Terminator in
I'm
the
kidding.
storyline.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But
I don't even remember what my superpower was, but okay.
You were a Terminator.
I mean, I remember like kicking down doors and like trying to get
super
down.
strength.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah,
but
it's fun though.
Guys, I have to bounce because my phone's gonna die soon, and but that sounds awesome. So, Larry, good to have you on the show. Samuel, and Nomi, I will see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to plug before you go?
You want a butt plug before you want to plug before you go?
Okay, so I will be good God, so many streams tomorrow. I will be on Party Chat on Nerdy Neo stream at 12:30. Then I'll actually be on Jed the Hollywood Scholars stream. He's not a stream. It's a recording of Doctor Who Holiday Special Part 2. And then, of course, I'll be on Screaming Into the Void on 4 p.m. Good God, I'm so tired.
Ryan, you're gonna do the dirty with Nerdy at 12:30 tomorrow.
Shut up, dude. I literally worked 52 hours over the last.
I know, and then you're gonna do Yawning Into the Void tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm leaving because Larry's a dick.
A BBC.
Oh. Wait. What about BBC?
And now he's interested.
He's laying it down.
You said I'm a dick, so I'm a BBC.
Larry, I hate your face.
Nah, that's all right. My wife loves it.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, man.
What's up? Don't forget to, I don't know. Well, I guess protection doesn't really matter. He's gonna go get him.
He's just gonna chew it off. So
yeah, he's gonna get him some tail, literally.
Yeah. So, but yeah. I don't know. We were just kind of talking about. I know Ryan didn't want to talk about it anymore, but now that you're here, Larry, did you happen to see the Furiosa trailer?
You know what? I didn't even know that the movie was out. I was actually out.
It's not out. It was just the first trailer.
It's just the trailer.
Yeah. Well, I was out. Right, I was out earlier today, and I saw a photo of it. And this was probably a couple of hours ago, and I was like, "What the hell?" I took one look at it, and I was like, "This ain't gonna be good."
It might not be. I don't know. Yeah,
but I haven't seen the trailer. So what's it about?
Did you see Fury Road?
Yeah.
Charlize Theron's character, younger, the prequel, and
so Charlize
Mad Max is not in it. No, Charlize is not in it. Anya Taylor-Joy's playing the character.
Okay. So what is this?
Max
Netflix
is not
movie?
in it. No, this is a spin-off movie that George Miller himself is doing. It's going to be in theaters.
Good luck.
Yeah, well, it may do well, it may not. Who knows? I, for one, am much more excited this weekend if I can find the damn time to do it to go see Godzilla -1.
I would love to go see that.
I'm actually excited about that. So I will, no offense to all of my friends out here on the internet, if you're doing spoiler content regarding that, I will probably be skipping your stuff for the time being because I actually do want to see this.
When does it come out?
It's out now.
Yeah, it's already
yesterday.
out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's already in my local theater, so I just haven't had the time to go see it yet. with my work schedule and the stream schedule and all that. And I agreed to be on a stream immediately after Star Trek Engage on Sunday, without thinking about that this was, release day. So I'm hoping I will have time after that stream to go see it, but who knows? So which is ironically the stream that I'm going to be on is Beelzebub Devil's Get Ranked show, and the theme will in fact be Godzilla. So it'll be fun. Which reminds me, I have some homework to do on that regard as well. So I'll probably finish watching later tonight. I'll probably finish watching. It's been a long time since I first saw it, and I'm pretty sure I was drunk at the time, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. But I recently started rewatching Shin Godzilla, which is a batshit film.
Shinzilla.
Yeah. Zillage, yeah, there always are. That's why I'm pretty much trying to avoid most mention of it on the internet, period, because I don't know who's in good faith and who's not. And I know there's some people who are in good faith, but they get early, access, and they do reviews and stuff with spoilers and shit like that. Usually they're good enough to warn you about the spoilers first, but sometimes they just get excited about a thing and just, so nobody accidentally leaks stuff to me. I'm just kind of avoiding all mention of it right now till I get a chance to see it. So, but yeah, there's always somebody out there who's trying to spoil. And it happens on the other side too. When a movie's shit and you got Wokies out there going, oh, hey, this is the greatest thing ever. There are guys on the other side of the fence who are just like, oh yeah, this movie sucks, so we're just going to spoil it now.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that they're doing you a favor. Look, don't get me wrong. There are times where I was thankful that I got those spoilers, because I was like, yeah, I was going to go see this movie. And had I seen this movie, I'd have been pissed.
That's why I never got into Game of Thrones, right? It was because the Red Wedding happens in season 3. I hadn't had a chance to see any of it. And the next day that episode aired, all of late night spoiled it on national television. And I was like, well, fuck, guess I'm never getting into this. Thanks for ruining that for me, because now I can go back 2.5 seasons and I'll know what's coming, so I'm not going to care about any of these characters. So I was like, fuck it, and I just never watched any of it after that.
Yeah, that series had a lot of crazy and impactful moments, but the Red Wedding is just that was just something that you just did not forget. And take it from me, as somebody who saw it when it happened. I mean,
I've never seen it, and I haven't forgotten it.
You don't trust me. You don't want to see it. I was pissed.
Yeah, so it was not my favorite thing to ever happen. So I tried to avoid that kind of thing. And I do try not to spoil movies for other people while I'm talking here online, unless, of course, they're, 20, 30, 40, 60 years old. And then at that point, like, that's kind of on you guys for not watching them. It's like, the movie's been out since 1962. It's part of the zeitgeist now. If you don't know what happens, and you can't blame me for that. But if it just came out, I will do my level best to, even no matter how bad I want to talk about it, I will try not to spoil things, for those who want to see them, even if I think the movie sucks. I think I was pretty good about Cocaine Bear. I loved Cocaine Bear. I know not everybody did, but I'm pretty sure I didn't go out of my way to spoil anything. And Hellraiser, the most recent one. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's.
I can say that you didn't actually spoil anything. Have you watched Cocaine Shark yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to. I did watch Sharks of the Corn, which
I remember that.
was like, even for me, wow, that was bad. It was fun though. I will say it was a lot of fun. There's this bit in it that doesn't relate to like the plot at all. If you guys do want to go see it, although honestly, don't. But it's this police officer is looking through a backpack and pulls out like brass knuckles and a knife and a stick of dynamite and like a flyer and a mask, and says, "Oh, they must have taken this from a mostly peaceful protester."
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Pretty fucking funny, actually. There were a lot of tongue-in-cheek jokes like that, which would have worked better if the movie had better production and better performers, but it was entertaining. But I
Well,
probably
dang,
would never
that's
watch that
basically
again.
saying if you when you're saying better performance or better production, you're saying that everybody sucked, the whole crew. I mean, that's everything.
Yeah, you know how I'm always going on about how everybody should see Velocipaster and Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
So those movies are really bad. This was worse. So
Like how
so
worse?
like, you know, when you're watching a YouTube video and somebody uses a lot of jump cuts and they stitch it together really poorly,
Yeah.
like that,
So
but
terrible
with
editing.
really low grade quality film,
Okay.
like the cheapest you can buy.
Like filmed on iPhone.
Yeah, well, filmed on iPhone if the actual camera part had a patina of like dirt on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, it was bad. It was very badly made. And everybody, there were some costume designs and some makeup effects that, like, I've seen junior high plays do better
Mm-hmm.
with that sort of thing. It wasn't great.
So you've seen better production before.
In junior high school plays.
But you're going to
Yes.
continue to watch low budget, obviously bad films, correct?
Yes, because I enjoy them. I'm not saying everybody should watch them, but I enjoy them. There are a few though that I think everybody should watch.
So you find joy in the absurd?
Most of the time. What are you getting at?
Nothing.
Okay, because sometimes when you ask a question like that, you bring something up on screen that's totally fucked up.
No. No, I got nothing. I got, as you say, I got nothing.
Yeah. So no, I do. I like bad movies. I enjoy them. I for what they are. You know, I used to sit down with my brother and we'd watch bad movies all day long until he got married to somebody who really hates bad movies, and that kind of put the kibosh on that. So, but yeah, and we did. Like, did you guys ever see Rubber?
Rubber?
I've heard of flubber, but not rubber.
Okay, so Rubber is, again, a low budget movie that breaks the fourth wall constantly. That is about a tire.
Interesting.
Well, it is, because the tire is not only self-aware and mobile, but it has telekinetic head exploding powers.
So
And it rolls around blowing people's heads up because it's evil.
the tire lives then.
So what is
Kind
it?
of, yeah.
So what is it like? Is it like a Goodyear tire or is it like a
Firestone?
Toyota? Yeah,
I don't think it
Firestone.
matters.
Yeah, Firestone, because it's blowing.
Yeah, it does matter, because Goodyear means good, or it means it's like bad in its world, or it's mean.
And Firestone has
Firestone,
bad tires have a history of blowing up. So
it's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't recall what kind of tire it was. It's just that it was a sentient tire that could blow people's heads up if they slided it. And it finds itself in the hotel room at one point with a hooker, and that doesn't go well. And she ends up with her head all over the wall. And yeah.
You need to stop watching late night movies that are on. That just sounds just bizarre. I worry about you.
Yeah, that one wasn't
what's
one
she
of my
gonna do with
favorites.
a
It was a
tire,
weird
dude?
movie.
Is she gonna burn rubber? Hey, if she gives you STD, if she
Burn
gives the
rubber.
tire STDs, then she burned the rubber.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get that far. She died first. And then at the end, like, again, not to spoil anything, but one of the characters turns directly to the camera and gives this whole existential speech that has nothing to do with the rest of the fucking movie. It's a strange experience. So yeah,
Okay,
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
that one I would probably skip.
I was gonna say that'd be a hard no for me.
Yeah, that one I would probably skip. One of my brother's favorites is Hobo with a Shotgun.
Hobo with a shotgun?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobo with
pretty much exactly what it sounds like.
a hobo with a shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah. It takes place in a world where evil people run around doing whatever the hell they want, and this hobo gets sick of it, so he gets a shotgun somehow and starts going all vigilante justice on him. Played by Rutger Hauer, is one of his last roles, unfortunately. One of my favorite actors. He's really, really good, but he also liked to be in really, really bad movies. Yeah, Zillage, you're not wrong. Some of these movies, that definitely somebody's smoking something. I don't know if it was shrooms. It was probably crack.
The smoking rubber.
That's what they're doing.
They got that latex brand.
Yeah.
As long as
so,
it's not Firestone, they're good. So they're probably smoking good years.
That's how they get the microplastics inside themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Actually, that actually makes sense too. That's how they get the microplastics.
Yeah, you're all wondering, like, how the heck do I have microplastics inside my system? It's because I'm doing a line of coke on some demented evil rubber.
Oh wow, that was good.
Hey, Sam, how much PSI did that tire have?
But none. It was just a tire. There was no inner tube. There's no hub cap. Nothing. It's just a tire.
Nothing?
Yeah, it's just a tire.
Did it have a rim?
They didn't even put a rim on it.
It's not attached to anything. It's just rolling around by itself.
So how did things go south with the hooker? Because she could straddle it. Well, I guess it's not. I guess technically it's flaccid. There's no hubcap.
If I remember right, I think she said something along the lines of what it took to be a slur or a joke at its expense. And as it turns out, the tire does not have a good sense of humor.
Okay, because I was concerned about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, she died, so as a weird movie. That was just like one little scene, and there's a lot of like just strange, absurd crap, like really surrealist kind of stuff in it. You know what? Come to think of it, actually, if you guys are interested in filmmaking, go watch that movie just once. Because
why? So I could be discouraged from making one myself.
It's clearly a bad student film. I don't think it is a student film, but it certainly comes off that way. It's Zillage almost right. It's not an inner tube. It's just a tire, like the outside part. There's no inner tube. That is the plot, as far as I can make out. It tries to be a little convoluted and a little bit more, I don't know, highbrow than it actually is, and it doesn't work. So, yeah. It's a weird movie. Anyway, to answer your question, Larry, no, I have not seen Cocaine Shark yet.
Yeah, that's a very long-winded answer.
Yeah.
Long
I think that's a record.
You went as long as Larry does when he explains things.
Hey.
Oh, Beak's seen it. Yeah. It's not good, Beak. You're right.
Lou mentioned it.
Oh, yeah. So
he's blaming
Lou.
Lou.
I don't know if Lou's seen it or not. I think she mentioned it, that she'd heard of it. I don't know if she'd actually watched it. She may have. She probably regrets it if she did. So I don't know, but there's lots of bad movies out there. Hell, there's one about sharks on this one called Sharkalanche.
Oh, what?
Which is about sharks terrorizing a ski resort on a mountaintop. And all it says to kind of justify that is that snow is frozen water, so it works.
Anybody can be a filmmaker, guys.
Yeah. Anybody with a TikTok account, you name it, YouTube.
But I love the creativity that these people have. I'll have to check it out. Sharklet.
I mean, Sci-Fi Channel used to put out these really shitty, monster flicks every Saturday for like years. Every Saturday you'd get new ones, and they were always made in-house. And they always had the dumbest, cheapest special effects, and they usually had the campiest dialogue and acting in them, and they were fun. They did a movie called Lavalantula, which is about giant fire-breathing spiders that come out of a volcano and terrorize a resort.
See, I'd be afraid of that.
You wouldn't. They look like they came out of the Super NES era. They were not very well animated. See them and you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, that doesn't look real, guys.
You just like blow it away, and then it dies.
They're just
because it cools out.
Yeah, you could clearly see that the actors were reacting to a tennis ball on a stick. like that kind of quality. But they were fun, and I've seen a lot of the stuff on that. And actually, I think the Sharknado movies were initially on the Sci-Fi Channel. I think they were Sci-Fi Channel originals. They get progressively worse, by the way. And they weren't great to begin with. But they are fun. At some point in the series, Tara Reid's character becomes this like alien cyborg thing. Like it gets weird.
Yeah, it does get really weird. That's when you can tell they're just like, okay, we're out of content. Let's just do something wackier. So I'm wondering with each movie, did they switch to harder and harder forms of alcohol?
I don't know. I'm amazed that they kept getting the same people back. Not Tara Reid. She's desperate for money. Whatever, she'll do anything. But like Ian Ziering is a better quality actor than that. He could have been doing other stuff. I'm pretty sure he was locked into a horrendous contract.
They should have known that the moment they asked him to do the first one.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing about Sci-Fi Channel. They were behaving like the old school movie studios back in like the 30s and 40s, where they would sign an actor to the studio, not to a specific film. So they'd be contractually obliged to be in whatever piece of shit that the producers came up with. And you can see that because a lot of the actors on there, so they were putting out really quality serialized television shows, but they were putting out all these really terrible one-shot 2-hour movies. And you can see a lot of the same actors in both things because they were contractually obliged to do pretty much whatever Sci-Fi told them to. So that's how you end up with guys like Colin Ferguson, trying to wrangle, robotic crocodiles in, Maine. Kind of
Cocaine
thing. Whereas
crop.
he was, So they, I think the last like 2 or 3 of the Lake Placid movies were also Sci-Fi originals.
Really?
Yeah. Only the first one is good.
Nomi's going to be the next one. They're going to call it Cocaine Bar.
I mean, there's cocaine sometimes at the bar that I'm at, but I don't partake. I'm actually far from that.
She says as she rubs her nose.
I don't, because I don't have the sniffles. It's not because I just had any residue on my thumb or anything.
Don't worry, Nomi. We have faith that if you were doing that, there wouldn't be anything left.
What does that mean?
Like you'd make sure you got all that cocaine off your finger.
Oh my gosh!
Waste not, want not.
I'm afraid to try that. I don't want to do that. Like, no,
well,
I'm
good.
Okay.
Don't do it.
No, cocaine's one of those awesome drugs that has the potential to kill you the first time you try it.
Oh, okay. Good thing I'm avoiding that.
Yeah, it's not something you want to get involved in. It doesn't usually, but it can. And it's also one of those ones that usually addicts people the very first time too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you. I mean, I don't even like weed. Like, I'm just so basic. I'm okay with how I am, and I don't need anything else to make me feel better or get things better in my life. I hear it ruins your life, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's not great. Not going into any of my particulars or anything like that, but I have a little bit of experience around it, and it fucks people up pretty good, sometimes permanently.
Feel it.
So, yeah. And on that happy note, I got nothing. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, and
Yeah,
then
I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm
was
waiting
like,
for
what do you got, Samuel?
I got about halfway through that sentence, and I'm like, surely something will occur to me to follow this up with, and then nope.
An attempt was made.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you commit to an action and you don't know where it's going to end up, and that was one of those times.
I thought the whole point of it was for you to. I thought you were going to end up saying, "I got nothing." So I was just waiting for it. I was like, "You wait for it, wait for it."
Yeah, Zillage, today was a weird show. It's kind of got off the rails real fast at the beginning there, and never really got back on them. So,
Sometimes those are the best type of shows, though.
Yep.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm sure we'll be very entertaining for others. So there's that.
I'm trying to.
I was having a little trouble. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Samuel.
I was just saying I was having a little trouble following the plot myself, and I'm in the show.
Okay, what I was going to say is that I thought I saved this video, but I guess I didn't. Remember a while back where I showed you and both you guys, Mountain Goat versus Eagle? Well,
Yes.
a second part came out, and this time
There's
it was
part 2.
Yeah, but this is like a newer version versus like a 1980s version.
Does the mama goat get its revenge against the eagle?
No, it's the eagle going back for the mama.
Oh no! See, I'm curious now. I got to know how that turns out, because I was just like, oh, there's more to the saga.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look for it. I'm like, okay, I didn't save it on Instagram. I don't even know where I. You know what? I think I might know where I saved it. Give me a second. But yeah, there is a saga. Please let it be this one. Oh. Dang it! It's not.
It's always fun when you save videos and you don't remember where you saved them at.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can't wait to show this to Sam and Larry, and then I don't know where.
Oh.
Don't know where I even saved it. It's not on my Twitter. Gosh, dang! Like, what is my other like socials that I hang out besides Twitter and YouTube?
Well, you know, no, I mean, it'll come to mind. Hopefully, you can come around for the next show where Kohai's coming on as a special guest panelist.
Oh wow, Kohai, dude! I can't wait to stream with her. She says she's great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rest until I find this video. Keep talking. I'm gonna look for this.
All right. Well, I have a video we can show in the meantime.
Okay.
For those of you out there who are saying no to homeschool, I think that maybe that should change. Check out this like 10-year-old kid. Found this earlier today. That kid is quick.
My kids. Well, who's the parent? Is
I think it's the Trad West account.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but that's some badass moves that kid's got. Very cool.
Can you imagine how many times he probably got slapped by that thing before he got good at it?
Yeah, that's how you get good at it.
Kohai, you don't remember
stuff.
You don't remember when you agreed to come on?
I don't remember it. No, that was not AI. I think that was actual thing. But some parents do train their kids to fight.
Yeah,
and they train hard. And actually, the younger you start, the better you are going into it later on. So I mean, this looks like this is not this kid's first rodeo. He was probably training, I'd say at least 4 years before that. He probably started when he was about 5, 6 years old. So, yeah, it's if you want your kids to know how to defend themselves, start them early. You want to get that muscle memory in there. They have a much easier time retaining that kind of thing than adults do. Same thing with languages and other information. And they also are much more flexible and prone to bounce back from punishment, so that when they do get injured, and they will, they are much more likely to recover fully than, say, somebody my age just starting out. I break a hip at this age, I might be fucked. At 6, you might not break the hip. You might just bruise it. And then you'd be, up and about again in a couple of days. So
It also depends on how you take care of yourself and how you feed yourself too.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, I imagine any parent who's training their kid to fight like this is also feeding them properly.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep up that kind of pace if you don't, have the right balance, the right nutrition and all that. So yeah, they would dominate their generation's village, and one can hope, because otherwise, I'm hearing some shit from some of these young people, and some of them are finally coming around to thinking like people and not so much zombies or zombies, as I've been calling them lately.
Zombies. You're not wrong.
But a lot of them still are, and there are days when I wake up and I'm like, you know what? I can't wait for this to be the last generation. Fuck us all. Extinction. It's the only way out.
Hey, speak for yourself, man.
Hey, like I said, I have days.
I'm married. I don't want
also,
anybody else doing that to me.
Yeah, so I just I don't have a lot of hope for younger generations unless parents start stepping the fuck up. And that's really what it's going to take. Parents need to put their kids in their place. They need to teach them discipline. They need to punish them when they do wrong. That's been what's missing, So they get rewarded for things that that don't deserve rewards. They get trophies and ribbons and shit just for showing up. Hell, sometimes they give it to them just for being dragged to the event, kicking and screaming. Hey Kenzo, good to see you, buddy. So hope you've learned your lesson regarding the Swiftie nonsense, but it is good to see you.
Oh, he went and saw the movie?
No. I don't know. He probably did. That man knows all of Taylor Swift's song lyrics.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. A man
and it gets better. He thinks she's awesome.
He thinks she's what?
You're bullying
Awesome.
this man.
I have been, yeah. And it gets worse because every time I see something Taylor Swiftie on Twitter, I tag him and Taylor Swift. So I think bully is probably an accurate description of me in this case.
You're going to get a visit from Travis.
Who the heck is Travis?
Travis Kelce, her.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So, no, I'm just fucking with you, Kenzo. I love you, buddy. He's actually a really good dude. Streamed with him a few times. I like him quite a bit. He's not bad for an Englishman.
Does he speak English?
Yeah, because he's English.
Not every Englishman speaks English.
¿Se habla en español?
Probably not. He's a ginger.
Ah.
Yeah, everybody's showing up when we're coming up on the end.
Well, guys, way to pull through.
G'day. Howdy. I think they're probably getting ready for Devil's Got a Show coming up in like an hour. And all that. So that'll be fun. And yeah, after we're off the air, guys, go check out Beelzebub Hub. They're doing They do a Friday night, Saturday morning show. Beelzebub Pub at 1 a.m. my time. So in about an hour and a half. And it's usually a bundle of fun. Unless Lethal Lightning goes on and then it gets weird.
That's weird.
It gets weird.
Weird.
No, this goes beyond Rachel Zegler popping off at the mouth. I like
forgot
Lethal
what
Lightning, but he's a strange dude. So, but yeah, that you guys are coming in towards the end here. So, thank you for showing up and all that. Please hit the like and all that stuff. But we are probably going to start closing out a little bit so that everybody has a chance to get some rest, get some food, get some what have yous. I think Larry and I have got some stuff we got to talk about after the show and all that. And
know me.
That was weird and creepy.
That was very creepy. Yes.
That was for Christmas. Christmas know me, a horror tale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I think for the Choose Your Own Adventure, I think I'm going to do kind of a Scream themed style one where somebody's the killer and nobody knows who it is just yet. Like the Scream movies. I might do something like that.
Oh, fair enough. Sort of an Among Us type situation.
Yeah. Might end up still being Kohai. Who knows?
I'm gonna laugh if you keep doing these like elaborate stories with all of these twists, turns, and red herrings, and at the end of them, all of the killers are Kohai.
Kohai in a Santa Claus suit. Kohai dressed as a reindeer. Kohai hiding in the tree.
KISSING.
We'll call it Tree High, and roll up some joints, put joints in their hands, and call it Tree High.
Yeah. Capitano, yes, Mazza is, but I have not streamed with Mazza. I have streamed with Lethal, so I don't know Mazza. I have a dermy though, if that helps.
A squirmy dermy.
So anyway, we are about out of time here, folks. So why don't we go around the horn and talk about where people can find us upcoming? Nomi, how about we start with you?
You actually will not know what I'm going to be doing because my schedule changes a lot. Because real life happens. I got a real life job. And I don't know a lot of things that happens in my day-to-day. But if you see me tweeting it on Twitter or X now, that's where you'll find new content, where I'll be hanging out. Usually I lurk a lot, but that's where I mostly spend my time. I may have a video coming up, and I might have actually more stuff coming up, so we'll have to see.
Nice. Awesome. And also do go check out Nomi's link to her channel is in the description below. She does have a few videos up already. Go check those out. They're pretty cool, little slice of life videos, and all that. Lawrence, what do you got coming?
Well, guys, now that I have successfully moved and getting myself settled in, that you can expect that videos, my content coming up this month. I'm already working on a video, just doing some editing and working some things on it. So look for that soon. Also, you can catch me in the chat tomorrow on the Exile Lioness show. Occasionally, I am also on Screaming into the Void. I will probably be on Vets Talking tomorrow night as well. So just come on by any of those channels, guys, and I'll say hey.
Yeah. As for my part, my name's Samuel. This is my channel. We do live streams throughout the weekend, starting with Abyssal Musings on Friday nights. That'll be this show, Screaming into the Void, Saturday afternoons, which is tomorrow. And Star Trek Engage on Sundays, which we have Mealy James from Mealy Games as our guest this week. And we're doing the arena from season 1, episode 1 of the original series. Or season 1 of the original series, sorry. It's not episode 1, it's like episode 8 and 19 or whatever. So that'll be fun. If you think Brian's sick of the Rexy jokes now, this is the one where Kirk fights the Gorn. For those of you who don't know, the Gorn is a lizard alien. Sorry, I choked on my laugh a little bit there. That was fun. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. And remember, YouTube, it could always be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras. Have a great night.
What is it you pray for?